25th anniversary promo packs. These are the highly sought after and special promo packs exclusive to Japan. They contain one of the 25 different anniversary collection cards. Internationally, we know these cards as the classic collection cards, and we could find these in any booster pack of Pokemon Celebrations. But the only way to find the Japanese classic collection cards is from these promo packs, which were handed out for free when you bought 4 booster packs of the 25th anniversary collection in Japan. That's these 4 gold packs. Now, honestly, that sounds like a pretty good deal. You buy 4 of these, you get 1 of these for free, and you know that it's going to have one of the reprint classic collection anniversary cards inside of it. One tiny problem. You can search those promo packs. Yeah, this was something that I was worried was going to be a bit of an issue for some time, but I didn't really want to speculate on until I saw it with my own eyes. But yes, it's definitely possible. It's a little bit difficult to do, but I'm going to show you how possible and how straightforward it is right now. Now, searching these packs isn't the most straightforward thing in the world, but I'm going to show you in this demonstration a few of the things to be mindful of and a few of the things to sort of set up before you start searching it. First thing you want to do is make sure the pack is facing the front. This is the front of the pack. Second thing you want to do is make sure that the card is sort of seated at the bottom of the pack, because you'll see there is a bit of a gap between there, and you can see I can bend the top of the pack without bending the pack at all. Third thing to be mindful of, usually the card's name or the Pokemon's name, the text is sort of along this horizontal plane of the Sword and Shield logo. So you should be able to see things between the 25th logo and the Sword and Shield logo, right? Okay, once you're in a dark room and you got the pack, you need a torch. You can use an LED torch. You can use the torch on your phone. I'm going to use my iPhone here. Now, to do this, we need to zoom in a little bit. So you're going to see some adjustment here as we zoom in, and I reckon about there is enough. And we need to get into focus. Sorry, give us 1 sec. So just focus this manually, because it is really difficult to see this text on camera. I reckon that's it. Okay, so now that we're in focus, I'm going to show you shine the light from the back at the top of the pack, right? And then you need to use your left thumb or your right thumb, depending on which hand you work with, I don't know, until you sort of just manipulate the pack a little bit so that the light reflects from the front of the pack. And once we do that to a certain degree, really careful, you should start to see some Japanese text more often than not, katakana, pop up. I think, can we capture that on the cam? I think we can see this here. Now this is way easier to see with the human eye, much harder to capture with the camera lens, because again, we're in the dark. It's hard to focus on this, but if you can see that there, that is ya. That is the Japanese katakana for gi and ya. And there's only one Pokemon in the subset that has that combination of kana in their name, and that is Dark Gyarados. So this is the Dark Fesh. This is Dark Gyarados, or Warui Gyarados in Japanese. So you can see there that we can read the text, oh, that's a good shot, of the pack quite easily once we shine some light through it. Now that's a difficult example, right? I can tell that's a difficult example. That's quite hard for me to even see with my eyes. So I'm gonna have to show you another example. What have I got here? I've written these all down because I have searched these. I think this is Rocket's admin. So again, are we in focus? Just make sure we're in focus. So we're gonna have to focus again. All right, now that we're in focus, I should be able to show you this one. So there's only one Pokemon card that has Ro sort of towards the middle right side of the pack. And if you just look towards the right of my thumb, you should start to see that kana pop up. Super difficult. But if you can make that out, black, it looks like a black square. That's the Japanese katakana for Ro. And there's only one card that has that in their name in this subset, and that is Rocket's admin. So again, to the right of my thumb, really faint, but you can see that you can read the text. You know it's not Charizard or Umbreon. So that is Rocket's admin. Again, that was a pretty difficult one to show this explanation. Usually with the yellow Pokemon cards like Rocket Zapdos or Birthday Pikachu, this is actually a little bit easier to see because you can really quickly see the yellow reflection. However, that yellow reflection doesn't capture too well with the camera, but again, you can sort of see on the right of my thumb here, just beneath the Shirudo logo there, the kana should start to pop up for Zapdos. Oh, I think that's a really good shot. And you can really easily, really easily see that that is Sunda, which is Zapdos's Japanese name. So this is no Pokemon other than Rocket Zapdos. So again, straight away you can eliminate whether that is a huge chase card or one of the mid cards, like, because they're all beautiful cards in this set, but it's quite clear that there are a few that are way more popular than the others. I'll show you another really good example. This is for trainer cards. So again, make sure that it's seated at the bottom. Are we in focus? I think this is about as good as focus we're gonna get for this close, but this is a really good way to show you how easy it is to read these, because right above the 25th logo, you should be able to see the word trainer. And again, I'm pretty sure that's capturing. You can see T-R-A-I-N. There we go. So there's only Imposter, Professor Oak, and Here Comes Team Rocket that have this style of trainer. So again, you know that that is not Charizard, Umbreon, or the Shining Magikarp. So you can eliminate that and know that that's not a pack worth opening. It's worth buying that card as a single, but it's not particularly worth opening the pack to find it. This is an example that's pretty easy to see as well. Usually I find with Mega Rayquaza EX, you can really quickly read Rayquaza's full name. If I just get it right there, and you can sort of see above my thumb on this one, you can see the M, and there's only one card that is a Mega with that style of M in this set. And then as I just sort of manipulate my thumb across the top there, you can read Rayquaza's Japanese name, Rayquaza. And sometimes you can see the EX, or you can see the EX there, it's just above my thumb. No, I'm losing it. See, this is, like I said, this is very finicky. I'll give you one last example, because I do think that it's quite easy to tell which card you've got. If it's an old sort of first edition, or you know, the first release cards like Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, it's way easier to tell when you got a card like that, usually because their text is significantly thicker and it's towards the top. Also because you got the gold border. You can see a little bit of a blue tinge here, so you know this is a water type, so you can start to narrow it down, and then you can see some Kana there, clear as day, if the focus is right, and you can see there, oh, hang on, is the focus right? Maybe that's right for focus, so I've got to hold it here. This is what I mean, this is really hard to capture, but I'm trying so hard to show you guys what I'm talking about here. Oh, okay, there you go. You can see real clearly a lot of this Pokemon's name. Now, if anybody is playing at home and knows Japanese, I bet you know which card this one is. This is actually not a bad card to find. So that's kind of cool. But again, super obvious what cards are inside. If you know what you're looking out for, if you can read Japanese, it's really quick and really easy to infer what the card is. If you can't read Japanese, it's a little bit harder, but with a little bit of detective work, you can sort of just look at the cards from the set and play, I guess, match and connect the dots between which kana you can see at which location of the card, and eliminate which card it can't be based on the Japanese Pokemon card's name. So if you're looking specifically for a Charizard, you know what you're looking for with Rizadon. If you look at the top of the card and it doesn't match any of the markers of the Charizard card, then you know the Charizard's not in it, and then you can just sell the pack or give it away or who knows what. But that's it, that's all there is to it. It's super difficult and it takes a lot of stuffing around, but eventually you can see what's inside. Now I bet you're thinking two things. First, that evidence isn't conclusive enough and I couldn't see shit. Yeah. And I don't blame you, because it is really difficult to see and capture how you can look at the name of the Pokemon through the pack in the dark with the torch shining behind it. So I don't blame you for thinking that evidence isn't conclusive enough. The second thing you're probably thinking is, J-Love, where's the scam part? Well, the scam part comes from the fact that I thought I'd run a little bit of an experiment here. I'll buy some of these packs from random sellers over in Japan and I'll see what kind of cards I'm going to get from them. Now, while it's not totally conclusive, I think you're going to see through the sequence of this video that it's highly likely that I got taken for a bit of a ride. So I'm going to open up 15 of these promo packs today and I'm going to show you which card is in it before I open it up. There's no movie magic here. There's no reseal shenanigans going on. This is legitimately me going through 15 packs. Now I've scanned the packs before. I've written down a little list on my right here, what card it's going to be. So I can tell you right now, this one is the Dark Gyarados that I showed off at the start of the video. So let's have a quick look. And there it is. And it's a very nice card. Hey, I got to give it to him. Even though I know which cards are inside, and I got to tell you, that gold border hits me every single time. It is a very nice Dark, I was about to say Gold Gyarados. It is a very nice Dark Gyarados. I knew that it was a Dark Gyarados. I knew that it was a Dark Gyarados. So all the fun's gone. And that's the thing that kills me about these cards, is that I am super pumped for them. I was very excited for these. But all the wind kind of gets sucked out of you when you know what card is inside. This one is Rocket's admin. So this is the first time I'm seeing Rocket's admin in the Japanese set. Did I open it properly? Yeah, I did. So this is the Rockets admin that I was talking about when I was trying to show you the, is that still in focus? We're gonna have to go with autofocus here. But you can see there, really nice with the silver borders. Cool card, one card that I found a bunch of different times in celebrations, but again, I knew that it was Rockets admin. Now, the whole reason why I'm making this video is to show everybody watching it, whichever party you are, that this is a thing that is real. Because every time this topic of conversation gets brought up, whenever there are promo packs, this one is Rocket Zapdos, every single time I get shouted down. And I see other people get shouted down too. So there it is, Rocket Zapdos. Getting told that, oh man, how good does the background look on that? That looks really cool. This is the first time I've seen this card. I get told every single time that it's not true. And I've had multiple confrontations with different sellers, particularly on Australian Facebook groups, because sellers are trying to take advantage of the fact that people want these cards. And this was something that I thought was going to happen for ages, but I didn't really want to talk about too much because I didn't want to take the wind out of it for everybody and make people unexcited about it. But every single time, it's always sellers. This is Gardevoir EX, by the way. It's always sellers telling me, no, it's not possible. You can't do it, right? Because it affects their bottom line because they're trying to make money out of these things. One way or the other, they're either trying to legitimately sell them by importing them from Japan, right? And then sell them onto international audiences. That's what we call kind of like gray imports, right? Where they have middlemen or suppliers. Their suppliers are really just, I don't know, listings off Macari in Japan and someone's sort of buying it for him, sending it to him. They're trying to make money by selling product again, but they could also be doing it the other way around where they know what cards are inside. This is Mewtwo EX. I haven't seen this one either. Where they know what card is inside and they're just selling everybody the dud packs. And it's insane. Like it just makes so much sense if you're trying to take advantage of people, how easy it is to do. That's a really nice Mewtwo EX. Again, this is the first time I'm seeing that card. It's totally scummy. I'm in no way defending it because it means that I can't enjoy the hobby properly. But you can totally see why they do it because there are people wanting to buy these and there are people that know that this is a thing that you can do and taking advantage of it. Or it could be that the fact that those sellers are getting taken advantage of by their middlemen, right? Because this is an issue that's rampant in Japan as well. And that's why you can't trust any listing for these cards. This is Donphin, right? You cannot trust any listing for these cards because you never know, you don't know the authenticity of the person that you're buying it from. So you don't know whether you can trust, right? You don't know whether you can trust that you're going to get packs that haven't been tampered with. And that's the whole issue with this thing. It's something that people just try to brush under the rug. Now this happens every single time there are promos in Japan because for at least like the last 5 sets of promos, you've been able to do this. So this isn't some new thing. Scanning, shining light through the back of a promo pack. This is a trainer card. I don't know which one because it is hard to see which trainer is which. Shining lights through the back of promo cards is not some big secret. This is something you've been able to do. Oh, here comes Team Rocket. That is very nice with the gold borders. I do quite like that. Scanning promo packs and seeing which card it is has been something you've been able to do for a very, very long time. In my Blue Sky stream opening video, I actually showed you how you could do it with those Get Dragon campaign packs, how you could see whether it was going to have the Rayquaza in it or not. And it was way easier to do in those packs. So I got to give it to Pokemon Japan in some capacity. It is harder to scan these ones, but you can still do it. This is Mega Rayquaza, and again, I haven't seen this firsthand yet either, so I'm quite excited to see Mega Ray. So there's Mega Ray, and that is pretty cool. Nice emerald break there in English. On the Japanese print, that's in English, and in the English card, that's in Japanese. So that's very nice. Oh, that is so sparkly. But yeah, it's just, you know, you can't trust anybody with these packs. I've been asked by people, you know, where can I buy packs and not worry about it? You can't. And as time goes on, it's going to get harder and harder to legitimately find sellers that you know won't be taking you for a ride. The longer that this promotion exists, this is Groudon, the longer that this promotion exists, right, the less likely you are to find packs that haven't been searched or tampered with in some capacity. Now, at this point, this is a nice Groudon, but I have found this card already, so I have seen the ruby red in the eyes. At this point, when I was going through these, I was like, okay, someone's taking me for a ride here. And that was fine. I knew what I was getting into. And I bought these before, like a day or 2 before Celebrations or the 25th anniversary collection officially released in Japan. And the reason why I did that was because I was waiting for the price of the promo packs to come down. And I bought from what I thought was like semi-decent sellers. Obviously not, because I've been screwed. And I didn't pay too much. I paid about 2,000 to 3,000 yen per pack. Now, I didn't get burned too hard. I got burned, but I didn't get burned too hard. But I know that people that were selling these packs long before the set was even out, like 3 months ago, they were trying to sell these packs for like 50 to 120 Australian dollars. This is a trainer card. And I had so many arguments with people on Pokemon Australia. I'm just going to name the name of the group because they were like, oh, you know, oh, it's another Here Comes Team Rocket. You know, the line that I got fed was people are allowed to list things at whatever price they list, and it's up to sellers to buy them. And it's like, great. Yes, I get that. That's how the free market works. But think about this logically. You run a massive Facebook page, right? Where people are buying and selling all the time. You know that something dodgy is probably going down. And you know, or at least you know that it's not entirely squeaky clean, but you still allow it. You're allowing people in your group to get taken advantage of. And I find that kind of deplorable. But some people think that that's a-okay when it comes to collecting, and it's not, because it means that, again, you just can't enjoy these packs the way you want. Now, the other group of people that sort of say that you can't search these packs, and I think at this point I've kind of proven you wrong. I've opened 10 packs and I've told you which card it is. I haven't resealed these, right? Are the people that are in denial because they don't want to believe that you can do it, because maybe they bought the packs. This is Mewtwo EX, right? And I was going to say, listen, this is the reality. This is the reality of the hobby right now, because it's so money driven, and this is going to be a problem no matter where you look. So one other thing that kind of irks me online is when people say, buy stuff from Japan. And I've seen a lot of YouTube channels talk about how easy and fun it is to buy stuff from Japan with parcel forwarding services. The issue with that is there's very little recourse if something goes wrong. So if something goes south, for example, you get screwed, you get boned, there's no recourse, there's no protection. The last line of defense you've usually got is PayPal buyer protection. But that shouldn't be the first line of defense. There should be other safeguards in place, like customer support, that protect you if something goes wrong. But that isn't around. But those YouTubers that are telling you to go and buy these packs, or saying how easy it is to import them from Japan, well, they're either uneducated and they don't know that this is an issue, so they haven't done their research before going and saying, hey, go do this, or they don't care. And I think both of those are pretty poor, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, right? Because I've had people approach me off the channel, like either on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, wherever, and say, this is what's happened to me, what can I do? And I don't have an answer for them, because there is not much you can do. You've been boned, and that's unfortunately what's happened. You've been led astray, I guess, in a sense, by, like I said, someone uneducated or blind to the issue, or someone who actually doesn't care. I'm pretty sure this is Garchomp, right? So it's frustrating. And again, some people might say I'm salty because, as you can see, by this point I've gone through 11. This is the 12th pack. Again, this is Garchomp. I've gone through so many packs and I haven't found a hit, right? And that's fine. I am salty. Who the fuck wouldn't be salty after this, right? Most people would be salty if they spent money on these, right? But my issue is seeing other people get burned, and I hate it. I hate seeing other people get burned because I can't help them. I can't help them directly. All I can do is sort of try to educate, inform people, provide people with the information so that this doesn't happen to them. But, you know, all I'm saying is, if you're watching this, but at this point you should know it's a thing. Because from what I understand, a case is supposed to give you 2 to 3 master sets between the promo packs inside. When you get a case, in Japan they call it a carton, of 20th anniversary collection booster boxes, the promo packs that you get for free inside are supposed to net you 2 to 3 master sets. So after about 13 cards, if you haven't seen a Venusaur, a Blastoise, an Umbreon, a birthday Pikachu, oh, which one's this? This is Claydol, right? Something is going wrong, right? Something fishy has happened. And this is 13 packs so far, and all of these cards are sub 1,000 yen. Some would argue sub 500 yen. So these are arguably the cheapest cards in the set. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating because, like I said, I would have liked to have found maybe, what's this? This is a Groudon again. You know, something a little bit more fun, maybe like a birthday Pikachu, just to capture that feeling just of the whole point of this set, which is to have fun reliving memories of the older cards. But, you know, we can't have nice things in this world. That kind of seems to be the trend these days, is that we can't have nice things anymore. So what can I say? What do we got here? I think this is, this one's Shining Magikarp. So out of 15, right? This one's Shining Magikarp. This one is probably the coolest one. Oh, jeez. I should probably be a little bit careful with it if it is. I didn't clip it. Oh my God. I didn't clip it. I thought I clipped it. My heart was just like racing just then because I thought I clipped it, but I didn't, right? So this is Shining Magikarp. And that's fun. That is very, very fun to find. And this is a beautiful looking card. It's got an awesome texture on it. Hikaru Koi Kingu. This is so cool. Really nice double level of texture there. Can we get a nice focus there? And we can see how cool that, yeah, there we go. You can see that second layer of texture there. How fantastic that looks. That is an ace card to find. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad out of it like 15 packs that I was at least able to find one really, really nice card. One card that just looks fantastic. And like I said, they all look fantastic, but that has got to be the best card out of the 15 that I bought. でも、リザードのを見つけたら高く売れるからいいけど、個人的には子供の時の懐かしい気持ちを感じたいから、カメックスを引きたかった。でも、ポケモンセンターとポケモンジムから買わなかったら、その経験ができないと思います。この商品は主に日本のプレイヤーとコレクターをターゲットにしているけど、実際は外国人のファンもたくさん商品を買っている。この事実はなかなか無視できるものではありません。シャイニースター B は eBay で買える最も人気の商品。だから日本語版のカードは外国人に人気があります。ポケモンファンは世界中に行って、外国人のファンも興味があるから、日本のファンにとっても問題であると言える。これは複雑な問題で、日本人のファンはカードを楽しめないだけでなくて、高い値段を払わなければいけません。転売屋の問題は規模が大きいけど、プロモカードパックの問題は解決することはできると考えます。このような問題に対して取り組めるところはもっとあると私は思います。例えば、中のカードがわからないようなパックにするとか、プロモカードが見えないように前に追加のカードを挟めるというような方法で、より効果的なものとして、未開封シュリンク付きボックスの中にプロモパックを入れるというのもある。最後に長い間ポケモンファンの私から一つ言いたい。あなた方の製品が転売屋にいいように使われないように対策を行ってほしいということです。Make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this issue below in the comments. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. J-Love out.